Hi everyone, my name's Evan and I'm a guide working for Jackpine Paddle here in Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories. Jackpine Paddle is a paddling and touring outfit that guides trips in the Arctic, subarctic and mountain environments here in the north. And today in this video I'm going to show you some of the clothing that I choose to bring on our multi-day expeditions. I'm going to show you why I choose to bring it, what I look for in high quality layers, and hopefully if this video helps you, you can look for more information on our website, jackpinepaddle.com, or check out the link in the description below. We're going to start this video off with base layers. So there's all sorts of styles you can think about when choosing your base layers, but most importantly you want to look at the weight as well as the material it's made out of. So we have a variety of base layers we can go over. So right now I'm holding a mid-weight synthetic layer. You can also opt for heavier weight fully wool. And of course you want something for your lower half as well. I like choosing wool when I bring base layers on my trips because I know it's going to be probably the best material given the conditions we're in. You can also choose synthetic if wool against your skin isn't the most comfortable thing. The important thing is that you want a variety of weights. So I would take about 2 mid-weight base layers, maybe 1 heavier weight, and then 2 mid-weight pants. So along with your thermal base layers, you're always going to want to be bringing wicking layers or lighter weight sun shirts for those hotter days. So we can start off with something like this. This is just really typical stretch, lightweight wicking layer. You can use short sleeve or long sleeve depending on the day. Over top of that, you might want to wear something with a UPF grade protection, but also wicks and doesn't get you too hot. And then even above that, you might want to consider something with a hood for that added sun protection. I choose long sleeve across all of these layers just for the added benefit of that sun protection, but you can opt for shorter sleeve if you like. Bringing around 3 of these is going to give you the ability to mix and match as you choose. Evenings and mornings on Arctic expeditions can still be quite cool or chilly, so you're going to want to think about bringing mid-weight thermal insulating sweaters or jackets with you. For an example, I have a synthetic zip-up fleece, and I also have a slightly heavier but still mid-weight wool sweater. I choose to bring both of these on my trips so I can mix and match. I can also fit one over top of the other. Final addition to your upper body layering system, you're going to want to bring 1 heavier weight jacket with you. You're not going to be wearing this every day, so you only need to bring 1. And you also want it to be packable so you can stuff it away when you don't need it. That's why I'd either choose a lofted down jacket or a synthetic loft like this right here. They're both quite large when they're unraveled. You can pack them up nice and easy, and they're very, very insulating once you put them on. So to cap off your insulating bottom and top layers, you're going to want to bring with you on our trips a waterproof rain jacket as well as shell pants. For your rain jacket, you need to make sure it's sized large enough to fit over the maximum amount of layers that you might need to bring on a trip. And then for your shell pants, you do have the option of going lighter or heavy. I choose a lighter weight pair of rain pants because I don't often wear them as much as my rain jacket. But you can opt for a heavy, fully waterproof layer if you want to. So on our expeditions as well as in life, it's a good idea to wear pants. On our trips, we recommend bringing 2 pairs so you can mix and match between styles, weights, and materials. On the table, I've got 3 different styles. I've got a cargo style heavier weight pant that's reinforced around the knees and the butt. I've got a very lightweight stretch material, good for sun protection and wicking moisture. And then a slightly heavier layer that I'd say would just be in between these 2. So you can mix and match as you choose, and the options are pretty endless, but just bringing 2, 1 for camp, 1 for on the water. So on top of all of our major layers, we also need to talk about layering our extremities and making use of any accessories on our trips. So we recommend bringing 3 to 4 pairs of heavy to mid-weight wool socks. After that, you're going to want to bring 1 or 2 liner socks or synthetic, something small, ankle height like this. When you're on the water, you're going to want to bring a pair of gloves with integrated grip, either that can dry quickly or neoprene, something that can get wet and insulate. And for at camp, an insulating pair of gloves or mitts. For your head, you're going to need to bring a toque, wool or synthetic, either are fine as long as it keeps you warm. A hat with a brim or something full brim for sun protection. And a couple buffs are always a good idea. These can go around your neck, over your ears, under your hat. There's a lot you can do with these. They can protect you from the sun as well as keep you warm. And of course, a pair of sunglasses, maybe 2, and maybe with the strap around your neck to keep them from getting lost. On any paddling trip, your choice of footwear is going to have a strong influence on your experience. On our trips, at a bare minimum, you need to bring a pair of wet shoes and a pair of dry shoes, meaning a shoe dedicated just for the day on the river and a shoe dedicated for on land. For your wet shoes, that can look like an actual water shoe, something designed for that, or you can bring a running shoe that you're comfortable with getting wet each day. The important features that either need to have are a strong sole, they need to fit you well, and they need to last the duration of the trip. Once you're out of the water, out of your canoe or kayak, you're going to be wearing either a hiking boot or a hiking shoe. Again, they need to fit well, they need to have a strong sole, and then they need to be able to take you for your hikes walking around camp. Now, if space allows, or depending on the trip, you may want to opt for a third pair of shoes. Some examples are a pair of sandals. So this is for around camp, something comfortable. You still want it to have a thick sole and fit well, and there's a few options you can look for there. And depending on if the trip is through a particularly wet area, or you're looking to step into the water here or there to do some fishing, for example, you might want to bring a pair of rubber boots. It's important on our trips that you try to find a pair that's packable, something that can roll up like that and fit in, because again, you're not going to be wearing this all the time. So those are some options for you. The best way to protect yourself against the bugs in our trips is with a head-to-waist bug jacket. The features you want to look for in getting one are a full zip hood. Black mesh works better, you can see through it. White mesh tends to obscure your vision. On the wrists and the waist, you're going to want cinching collars to keep bugs from climbing on through. And then the beige body with the mesh lining is just a good way to keep things airy, as well as the light color doesn't attract bugs. This is the original bug shirt, that's the brand name. It's my absolute favorite. The best way to pack your clothes for your next trip is through the use of waterproof compression sacks. These are going to do a couple things for you. One, they're going to compress the size of your clothing down to a more reasonable size, and they're also going to offer an extra layer of waterproofing once they're put into a canoe pack or into a kayaking hatch. You can find everything we've covered today at your nearest outdoor outfitter. Be sure to pack with size and weight in mind, and always prepare for the climate you'll be exposed to. I'm Evan with Jackpine Paddle, and thanks for watching.